Hey folks, Maverick Indicators here. All right. Oil is just dumping, which is beautiful. So I'm kind of a little cautious here, waiting around this zone for a little bit more momentum. Just getting onto this chart. So it's not like I've been watching it for a while, but here's what's cool about this. Let me get this so it's neat and clean. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. The Maverick AI Pro is coloring your candles to the data underneath the hood versus just price and direction. So instead of just having red and green candles, the Maverick AI Pro is coloring your candles to the severity of the buying and the selling data. Now, this is middle of the night action, but if you go back here, oh man, this thing's been dumping for a minute. Hang on one second. I just don't want to miss this entry if there is one. So let me first explain why I'm thinking about getting into this trade, and then we'll go through the indicators and how they're working. So first things first, I already pointed out we got hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. Pink is your strongest downside data candle. On top of that, all 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. So hopefully you can see this. I got the zones on here that's kind of over it. But what this indicator is doing is, think of this as 5 traders, all with a completely different style, and they're voting across 6 time frames. So they're all voting bearish across 6 time frames. And then the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar, is giving us an A+ setup to the downside. Now we've been coming down for a while, so I don't want to just jump on my chart, see this, and then we're running into a zone. Now this is a weak score on this zone, but I don't want to just be rash and just, I'm sure we've all done that as traders. You get onto a chart, it looks really tasty, you don't really assess the whole thing, and you just jump in, and then you just happen to jump in at the wrong moment. All right, so Maverick Trender is pegged to the top. When this line is pegged to the top, it's showing massive strength and momentum. You can see it started getting pegged to the top here, and it's still pegged to the top here. See this? We call these flat tops. Can't go any further. You can see a green flat top goes up. That's actually a really decent move. I have this squinched pretty good. And then we've been flat all the way through here, which you can see this move down. I normally wait the first minute and the last minute of a 5-minute turn. Maverick Atomic Clock down here turns red during that time. I like to just hold my judgment, but we have a really weak score right here, and I'll explain this in a minute. But the Maverick Zones is we got a pretty weak score. And look at this score. See this? First minute and last minute, so much market manipulation. Look at that score. It went from like a 14 to a 43. So we don't know yet. I would like to wait another 40 seconds before I jump into this trade, but I also don't want to miss a big move, so I might just do a tight stop loss. Let's see here. We're also pretty far from the Maverick guide right here, so yeah, we're okay. Weak score. A+ setup to the downside, red background, bears are in control. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. I'm just going to get into a couple testers here. Oops, I got my drawing tool still on. Let me give it a little room. Okay. Let me erase all my drawings. Sorry about that. Let me size this up for you guys, because again, I know you guys watch on your iPhones and stuff. All right, so why are we in this trade? What we do is we talk a lot about stacking probability. Okay, I haven't had my coffee yet, so stacking probability. Let me put that right down there. Okay. So we're really focused on stacking a lot of pieces of evidence, if you will, to make sure that we have probability on our side. Now, what does that mean? Maverick AI Pro, coloring your background to red. You've been bearish all the way back here. See, this was all green. Now this is all red. So background is red. Check. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Okay. Now we're just getting onto this chart. This thing's been sinking for so long. This is a huge move. This is thousands of dollars. Okay. Maverick Radar, sorry, I got a zone over it, but Maverick Radar is giving us an A+ setup to the downside here. Let me just stretch out our zone so I don't, there we go. A+ setup to the downside. Maverick Radar is going through our entire checklist of everything we look for from a trade, and it's grading each one of these things, and then it gives you this ultimate grade down here, which you have an A+ setup right now to the downside. Okay. Maverick Trender still pegged to the top. Call these flat tops. When it's red, it's to the downside, and you got a downtrend label right over here. Okay. And then finally, the Maverick zones. This is auto drawing your support and resistance zones. You can see one here. You can see one here. And it draws it by probability. You saw we just broke through this one, and we had a very low score. As you get closer to the zone, it gives you a score, and it's a probability score of holding or breaking. Okay. And what we're doing is we're just stacking all these pieces of evidence to make sure that we have probability on our favor. All 5 traders who have a completely different style, these are algorithms, but think of them as traders. They all have a completely different style. They're all voting across 6 time frames. You have an A+ setup on the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar, going through your entire checklist to make sure you really do have an A+ setup. Maverick Trenders pegged to the top, downtrend label, okay, red background, hot pink candles. Like, we're firing on all cylinders here, but we're getting a little retracement. Why is that? Okay, let me show you. You're getting into the last minute of the 5-minute turn. I talk about this all the time. So right now it's 7:59. So from 7:59 to, what was it, 8, I believe there's a tremendous amount of market manipulation that happens. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me erase this. All right, never mind. I believe there's a tremendous amount of market manipulation here to throw off the retail trader for what they think the next candle will do. And then the first minute is a lot of manipulation here. So I would wait till 8:01 before like jumping into an actual trade. Now we did get in a little early. It is what it is because it just had so much momentum. Okay, got a down confidence arrow. Love that. Down confidence arrow, down confidence arrow, down confidence arrow. Hot pink candles. Okay, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. A+ setup still on the ultimate trading assistant, the Maverick Radar. Let me stretch this out. Sorry guys, these zones are in the way of the indicators, so I just want to, if you're new, I want you to be able to see this. A+ setup. Oh, here we go. All right, you guys know how I roll. If we get to about 1,000, I close it out. Okay. All 5 traders are still voting bearish across 6 time frames. 6 time frames. You can set these time frames for whatever you want, by the way. You can actually add a 7th time frame if you want. But this is what clear charts look like. This is clear vision, okay? This is edge. Having something like the ultimate trading assistant down here grading your entire setup, and then having your candles turn into almost like a heat map. Okay, a heat map. If I take you guys back here, I don't want to lose my trade, but let me just show you real quick. Let me keep an eye on the P&L. Okay, so this was yesterday. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Bright green is your strongest upside data candle. Then you see we turn around, gray candles. We stay out of gray candles. Gray candles means indecision or reversal. Then you started getting red and pink candles, your second strongest and strongest downside data candle. Then you turned around, you had gray to green. Then you turned around, you had gray reversal, then you had hot pink candles, and this thing just flew straight down, okay? Then you had gray candles, then you're back to bright green, came all the way back up to this zone, came back down, this is, and by the way, I don't think I've actually truly covered the Maverick zones. What it's doing is it's running a formula in the background, getting a little retracement, I'm okay with that. We're getting it's running a formula in the background. Wow, we're really between some zones here. This is fascinating. But it's auto-drawing your support and resistance zones by probability. And then as you saw, that first zone that we broke, which was somewhere around here, it had a score of like 14. Anything less than 90% is fair game for breaking. So we are, this is a zone to zone game, and we are really between, this is very interesting. We are between zones here. I mean, you came up, you hit here, and now price a lot of times wants to move to the next zone before it can, continue down or come up, come down, and then head up. But how cool is it that we no longer have to draw our support and resistance zones? They're all right here. And this is a huge gap between these. Very fascinating. Very cool. We didn't talk about the Maverick guide. When price is above the Maverick guide, we like to go long. When price is below the blue line, we like to go short. I could just show you this over and over again. Short when price is below the blue line. Okay, this is actually middle of the night action. Let's go to like yesterday, for instance. Okay. Okay, price above the blue line, long. Price below the blue line, short. Pretty cool stuff here. All right, how we doing? Getting a little stalling out here. That's okay. Oh, you're within the first minute of the last minute of the 5-minute candle. Last minute of the 5-minute candle. So we're just going to sit on our hands and wait. And that's why we made the Maverick Atomic Clock red during this time, to just give you a heads up. I just need to look over here and go, oh yeah, that's what's happening right now. First minute and last minute of a 5-minute turn. Market manipulation, I'm telling you. So now it's 8:04. You don't need our indicators to see this for yourself. Go watch your charts. So from 8:04 to 8:06, I'm going to sit on my hands. Okay? I'm going to sit on my hands from here to here because I know that there's market manipulation here for the retail trader on what they want you to think the next candle will be. And then once you're in that trade, all these stop losses want to get grabbed. So it's very, very interesting. So the first minute and the last minute of a 5-minute turn, I just sit on my hands. Now, do I have proof of that? Like, that's just my theory. That's just from me, years watching the charts. Let me zoom this in here. All right. So what do we got? We got an A+ set up to the downside, going through our entire checklist of indicators to make sure we do have an A+ setup. Maverick Trender is not changed. It has been downtrend label this entire time. All 5 traders, these are algorithms, but think of them as traders. All 5 traders are voting bearish across 6 time frames. Okay, we've had a downtrend label this entire time. And we've had hot pink candles. Now, can we retrace a little bit? Yeah, that's what the market does. Comes up, comes down, boom. Actually, it came down to here, came back up, came up. Would it be odd for us to retrace back to the blue line and then continue down? Nope. Would be very normal. Would be very normal. Okay. We got our stop loss in. We're on a funded account, so we don't want to risk anything pre-market, Do we have any news today? Let me see here. Stretch this out so we can see it. Oh, we got 8:30 news. Okay. 8:30 news. So this is the Maverick news indicator right here. and you can just click it on right here. This is going to be in the new toolkit right here. The new toolkit comes with the drawing tool, kind of turns NinjaTrader into TradingView almost. All right, let me get rid of the news. So it looks like we're heating back up to the downside. Ooh, down confidence arrow. I love that. And you guys know my rule. If I hit about 1,000, I'm closing it out. Ooh, will it hit my stop loss? Go, go, go. I mean, my take profit. If we retrace back a little bit, then I'll just close it. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Guys, listen, I'm on a funded account. Was I stressed the whole time? Was I like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose this trade? Well, one, if I get stopped out, that's fine. I already accept the loss, okay? And getting stopped out is just part of the game. It's just part of the game. But what did we have this entire time, even when we were retracing back to break even? We had hot pink candles. The Maverick AI Pro is turning your charts into a heat map, okay? And hot pink candles, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. All 5 traders here, again, these are algorithms, but they all have a completely different trading style. Think of them as traders. They were bearish across 6 time frames, and they vote every single tick. They were bearish across every single time frame. The whole time, for the most part, other than when we got some retracement, we had an A+ setup to the downside on the Maverick radar, and the Maverick trender has not even flinched this entire time. It has been pegged to the top. We call these flat tops. When this line is to the flat top, look at this move down. And then you had this downtrend label that didn't flinch at all. Unbelievable. And this is a zone-to-zone game. We already tapped this zone up here, Maverick zones, auto-drawn for you by probability. And then where does it want to go next? If you're going to start getting downward momentum, the next place it wants to get to is this zone down here. Now, will it get all the way down there? No. We're doing a calculation to figure out probability. But man, this is clear vision, folks. This is edge, okay? So listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want some edge in the market, you saw us just do what? $1,400 right there. Beautiful. Beautiful clear vision trade. Clear vision trade. Now you're going to get a little retracement here because you're within you're within the last minute of the new 5-minute candle. And I believe that there's a lot of manipulation in the last minute and the first minute of a 5-minute candle. So I'm going to sit on my hands, but that's pretty sweet. And it's 8:09 a.m. and we're done for the day. Now I'm going to go trade options and some other things with my Maverick indicators. But for futures, we're done for the day. Pretty awesome. So listen, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want a little bit of edge in the market, not financial advice, do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. We know that. But man, this is some clear vision. Love it. If I put you in the room with 5 other traders, do you think you'd have a little bit more confidence in your trades? If I put the ultimate trading assistant on your chart, telling you, confirming when you have an A+ setup, whew, pretty awesome. So the Ultimate Edge Bundle, all our indicators work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. And for my Maverick family, the Maverick Zones is out now on TradingView, and it will be out on NinjaTrader in about 10 or so days. And the toolkit will be out in about 2 weeks as well. So come check us out. If you don't have the Ultimate Edge Bundle, if you don't have these things on your charts, man, we're having a lot of fun. All right, guys, trade safe, trade smart. Hope you have an amazing trading day. If you haven't checked us out, we would love to help you crush it. Come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.